Today marks China's Medical Workers' Day, an occasion that pays tribute to their fight against disease and their role in saving lives. In today's Our Story, CGTN's Dong Xin tells us about the love and trust between a surgeon and his patients.
Say cheese. At Ningbo No. 6 Hospital in East China's Zhejiang Province, Yang Keyue is taking photos of patients. But he's neither a photographer nor a medical radiographer. In fact, he's a surgeon whose job is to receive patients with different hand injuries. But outside of work, photography is his main interest, as he enjoys documenting the smiles and growing confidence of his patients as they recover from their pain. Hanging a piece of black cloth on the office wall, Yang set up a simple photography studio in his clinic.
I asked the director of our clinic whether they could help me set up a backdrop in my office that I could use for photographing medical materials and portraits of my patients. They were very supportive. The shooting range is roughly above the chest, and I take photos of the patient's smile and their healed hands.
Over the past 3 years, he's taken more than 3,000 smiling photos of over 100 patients. In Yang's view, the patients encourage and praise him with their smiles. Ge Peijun is one of the patients who impressed Yang. He lost 2 of his fingers in an accident in 2019. At the time, he was in despair.
I was thinking about ending my life at the time. I just couldn't imagine the scenario of losing 2 fingers. But now I can hold a thermo jug with both the injured ones.
After his last follow-up visit, Yang took a photo of Ge with a bright smile. The photos were presented in an exhibition by the Ningbo Photographers Association this June.
Yang's work is actually about showing the patient's emotions towards doctors and the painful process of how they come to offer a final smile after treatment, passing the individual's conditions to the general public through photography and affecting the public with their feelings.
In his colleagues' eyes, Yang is quite different from other doctors, as he interprets a sense of love and trust between patients and doctors from a unique perspective.
Yang has a pair of eyes that see beauty, and he can capture the warm scenes of humanistic feelings between doctors and patients, indicating the patient's satisfaction at the results of the treatment and the affirmation towards doctors.
As Yang says, for medical workers, the smiles on his patients' faces are the most encouraging of all. Dong Yi, CGTN.